Super Mario RPG is easily one of the most quirky adventures our favourite plumber has ever been on. Chances are you've seen Mario kick a Koopa shell or even stomp a Goomba, but you probably haven't seen Toad cosplayers tickle as a form of torture, a 4-eyed dog who swallows you whole and comments on the taste, or fighting alongside Bowser and Peach for a majority of an adventure. I don't think you need me to tell you that Super Mario RPG is a phenomenal game. This game never released in Australia, and somehow my brother managed to have the American version and also the Japanese version. So I was pretty lucky to get to play it when I was a bit younger. The fact that we're revisiting this game at all is nothing short of a miracle. I honestly thought that traditional Mario RPGs were dead until this year when they announced this game and also Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, and let's just say I could not be any happier. After I got to finally play this game again after all these years, I can confirm that it still remains as one of the best stories set in the Mario universe. The world it presents is vibrant, it's filled with quirky characters and humorous dialogue that never fails to bring a smile to my face. Yet, the story sequences move on quickly, so it never feels bogged down by any cutscenes. Its 2023 remake is an incredibly faithful recreation of that already awesome RPG, with a fresh coat of paint and some small but smart combat updates. The Switch's Super Mario RPG is simply a love letter to the original. Every detail from its charmingly jittery animations to the plump off-brand character models is recreated, and it works perfectly. Even the script is basically the same, even the more questionable things. Super Mario RPG blends classic locations with some bold new ones. The game's size and scope makes players feel like they're exploring new corners of the Super Mario world for the very first time, some of which Nintendo has revisited in the future, while others remain exclusive to Super Mario RPG, along with its unique inhabitants. This world is simply a playground for Mario, friends, and Bowser. From dark mazes to sky kingdoms, Super Mario RPG introduces some of the most memorable worlds in the franchise and is all intertwined with a perfect story. G'day folks, my name is Swiftjar. Hello. And it's probably clear by now the pure love that I hold for this game and every single world within it. But which world stands as my absolute favourite? Well, we're going to be answering that exact question as we rank every single world/region in this game. Ranking these was actually really difficult. Each region is simply individually fantastic, but together they seamlessly fit to create a true work of art, especially when intertwined with the actual chapter. Before we dive into the rankings, there will be spoilers ahead, so to avoid any potential spoilers, I really do advise clicking off this video right now. And just a friendly reminder to be subscribed to this channel so you never miss out on our Mario and Mario Kart content. Plus, you'll even be part of the giveaway as per the pinned comment below. Alright, to begin, let's go ahead and list off the world/regions that will be competing against each other in order. We have the Mushroom region, the Tadpole region, the Yoaster region, the Moleville region, the Star Hill region, Land's End region, Nimbus Land region, and Bowser's Keep region. This makes a grand total of 8 unique and captivating regions for us to explore and rank. Let's not waste any time. Starting at number 8, we have the Yoasters region. This is an optional area and can be easily bypassed by ignoring the pipe vault and moving straight onto the Moleville region. The Yoaster region is only home to one location, being Yoaster Isle, and this is completely populated by colourful Yoshis. The main attraction? Well, it's the Mushroom Derby, a brief but enjoyable race. Most of the Yoshis here can't actually speak directly to humans. Only the Yoshi can communicate with Mario, and he acts as the translator when talking to the other Yoshis, which is extremely charming. Besides Yoshi himself, there are still several other important Yoshis. The most iconic is Boshi, who is a blue Yoshi known for his unsociable behaviour and is the champion of the Mushroom Derby before Mario of course shows up. There is also a small green baby Yoshi who hatches and grows during the course of the game on a diet of pure cookies. You can probably guess the outcome of that one. As a region that can be completely bypassed, it still does pack a lot of charm. It's connected to the mainland by a warp pipe to the pipe vault, making this world feel extremely interconnected. This is extremely notable as the island is considered a vacation hotspot. This is evident by Raz and Rainy, the two toads from Mushroom Kingdom that spend their honeymoon there. You can find them there after chapter 3 when you get to see them get married. Who doesn't love a good love story, right? Don't get me wrong, races and Yoshi small talk are fun, as is the island's playful tropical music, but it is the small size that puts it behind the rest of Super Mario RPG central regions for me personally. Entering at number 7, we step into the Smithy Factory region, or better known as Bowser's Keep region in the remake. This marks the 7th and final chapter of the game, featuring 2 distinct locations being Bowser's Keep and Weapon World. The entrance to Bowser's Keep for me set a really humorous tone, with all the Toads, Moles, and others watching Mario and Party fly in on a Lakitu bus. The final star piece is located at Smithy's factory, transforming Bowser's Keep into a more evil dwelling under Smithy's influence. As is customary in Super Mario games, the Bowser's Keep and Smithy's Factory segments serve as challenging tests of endurance, really preparing players for the ultimate showdown against Smithy. While Bowser's Keep maintains the expected aesthetic of a lava world for a final world, Smithy's Factory does stand out with its industrial designs, really conveying Smithy's goal of mass-producing weapons. Although this world is undeniably awesome and breaks the tradition of lava-filled Mario worlds, it does fall slightly short compared to the high standards set by preceding chapters, especially story-wise and character development. However, the game's conclusion is fantastic, and without giving away too many spoilers, it does provide a satisfying end to the adventure. Ranking at number 6, we have the Mushroom region, which serves as the first chapter of Mario's new adventure. Within this region, you'll discover 5 distinct locations, these being Mario's Pad, Vista Hill, Mushroom Way, Mushroom Kingdom, and Bandit's Way. Embarking on our journey through the Mushroom Kingdom region, we warn the Chancellor about the looming threat at Bowser's Keep, forge a friendship with newcomer Mallow, chase down the elusive Croco, and rally to rescue the Mushroom Kingdom from Clay Morton, one of Smithy's gang members, all in pursuit of the very first star piece. Starting at Mario's Pad, the very humble origin of our adventure, we get a glimpse into Mario's living situation. Mushroom Way is just a simple road, but it does transform into a battleground against 2 formidable Hammer Bros. The bustling heart of the region is definitely the Mushroom Kingdom. This houses the shop, an inn, and the esteemed Mushroom Castle, which is the essential focal point. Bandit's Way, however, just does lead to a dead end, but it does help us cleverly trap the very speedy Croco. As I already mentioned, the Mushroom Kingdom truly stands out as the highlight of this region. It serves as the place where we get to infuse a touch of personality into the surroundings through interactions with the lively Toads. Each Toad has their own unique personality, making these interactions immersive and memorable. My favourite of the Toads were Raz and Rainy. These were the 2 Toads that I mentioned who spent their honeymoon in Yossa's Island. Well, at this stage in the story, they were only just engaged. This chapter and region, in my personal opinion, provides the perfect start to the story. However, what comes after it is even better, especially in terms of character diversity beyond just the Toad race. Coming in at the number 5 spot, we venture into the Land's End region. This serves as part of the 6th chapter of Mario's adventure. This region is made up of Land's End, Monstro Town, and Bean Valley. True to its name, Land's End marks the final stretch of land before the ocean, featuring 4 distinct sections. The mountainous expanse, a flower-filled field, a harsh desert with several whirlpools, and an underground area leading to the legendary Balloon Temple, which was definitely the highlight for me. Exploring this ancient desert temple, its reactions influenced by the shamans, just adds a layer of mystery. Successfully navigating through the temple grants access to Monstro Town, a haven for reformed monsters and home to secret bosses. This was really cool seeing Bowser interact with all the monsters that once served him. From building connections with Monster Mama and Sergeant Flutter, you can then backtrack to the desert, aided by paratroopers this time. This opens a path to Bean Valley and the Vinery before heading to Nimbus Land. Despite the absence of a star piece, this region excels in character development. In particular, I really love how beneath the desert lies an intricate series of caverns that connect to the Kuro sewers. And there's even a hidden passage in Bean Valley that reveals the discovery of Great Guy's Casino. The Land's End region is more of a stopgap location during Mario's journey to reach Nimbus Land. That being said, there's a lot of personality that comes forward in this world that really feels like a transition from land to sky. Just missing out on the top 3, we hit the 4th spot with the Tadpole Pond region, the 2nd chapter of Mario's unfolding adventure. This diverse region introduces us to 7 distinct locations. This includes the Kero Sewers, the Midas River, the Tadpole Pond, Rose Way, Rose Town, the Forest Maze, and the Pipe Vault. From the outset of this chapter, Mario and Mallow navigate the Kero sewers, a vast sewer system above the enchanting Miraz waterfall. The challenge lies in navigating the interconnected rooms through pipes, draining water, and facing the formidable Balome in a thrilling battle. It's honestly a lot of fun, really providing some moments of head scratching and some excitement. The journey then progresses to Tadpole Pond, home to Frogthocious and the Tadpoles. We get there through going through the Miraz waterfall, and I have to admit, the caves here are absolutely beautiful in this game. This marks a very pivotal point in the story as Mario and his party embark on a mission to find Mallow's real parents. This has us going to Rosetown, which is definitely the primary location of this region, and it faces an attack by Boya, who is freezing the Toad with his arrows. This is where Mario encounters Gaz, a very young Toad who owns a Geno toy doll. Mario is then KO'd by the kid, where at night he starts recovering. During this time, the Geno doll gets possessed by a higher authority and goes wanderbouts in the forest maze to stop all this nonsense taking place in Rosetown. The adventure then continues into the forest maze, a very large and winding forest near Rosetown, which is completely inhabited by enemies, and an amazing soundtrack. Eventually, Mario and Mallow chase down Geno and help him in a showdown with Boya. This concludes with Geno joining Mario's party and securing the second star piece. The Tadpole Pond region, with its several diverse locations and engaging storyline, really adds a distinct layer to the Mario quest, just making it stand out in the grand scheme of his adventure. The vivid characters, including a brand new race of tadpoles and frogs, was a very cool experience. Every location here is genuinely exciting and offers something different. Plus, you even get to see Link snoozing in bed. Now we're halfway through the ranking video, I'd love to suggest that you join the Swift Cafe Discord, where you can chat with Mario and Mario Kart fans 24/7, and even have the opportunity to feature in a future video of mine. You can find your invitation along with my Twitter handle down in the pinned comment below. Entering the top 3 with the third spot, we have the Star Hill region. This region is made up of Star Hill, Seaside Town, the sea, and the sunken ship. This area is the 4th chapter of the game and holds not 1 but 2 star pieces. Our journey begins at Star Hill, the place where granted wishes are falling to Mario's world due to Smithy destroying the Star Road. Here we learn more about the wishes of characters, including Mallow's parents and a wish from Luigi. The star piece here is found by just simply exploring. It's honestly a little lackluster compared to all the other star pieces we've collected thus far. Don't fear though, as this region gets even better. We then head to Seaside Town, which is a small town by the sea that has been taken over by Yaradavich when Mario first arrives. Yaradavich is disguised as the Elder and urges Mario to get the star piece that fell into the neighboring sea for him. Mario is unaware that this is a disguise at the time. That's even despite the Toads being blue here and acting super weird, like bruh's watching us sleep. The heart of this chapter lies in the sunken ship. After a short stint in the sea, the ship operates essentially like a dungeon, infested with the crew's ghosts. Mario must solve puzzles, beat King Calamari, and face the intimidating pirate shark, Jonathan Jones. Once doing so, you'll secure the necessary star piece to move on. You then return back to Seaside Town. You're given a choice here. Give the Elder the star piece, or they are going to tickle torture the town members. After saying no like 10 times and watching the Toads get tickle tortured, you're then forced to give over the star piece. After handing over the star piece, the Elder reveals that he is indeed Yaradavich, and then proceeds to run away before Jonathan Jones blocks his escape route in the ocean. Talk about some really cool character arcs. Defeating Yaradavich and then taking back the star piece reveals Seaside Town return to its proper operation, which is a really delightful sight with all the residents, including Toads and Sniffers, having such cool personalities. This chapter honestly beautifully captures the coastal community feel of this location, all while making you feel like an explorer navigating an underwater shipwreck. This region is extremely fulfilling from start to finish. It's filled with so much hilarious dialogue and is just overall fantastic. Taking us to the runners-up spot, we have the Nimbus Land region. This region is made up of 3 distinct areas, being the Nimbus Land, Nimbus Castle, and Barrel Volcano. Nimbus Land is a floating kingdom on a massive cloud where Nimbus live. The location is also extremely beautiful and very peaceful. The story that plays out in the Nimbus Land Castle, where Mallow fights for his birthright, is harrowing. The boss battles here are some of the best in the game as well. The highlights for me include Birdo, Dodo, and Valentina. I also love how you sneak into the castle itself. You're painted completely gold and have to get roasted by Valentina as you enter it. But Nimbus Land doesn't stop here after you put an end to Valentina's plans. This story arc continues to the Barrel Volcano. Mario reaches the Barrel Volcano by jumping right into the crater from the clouds of Nimbus Land. The star piece here is guarded by a dragon, and you guessed it, you must defeat it in order to get the star. It is then stolen by the Axem Rangers. We of course chase them down and fight them on their battleship and take back the star after destroying it. The storyline arc in this compact yet rich region, coupled with the diverse inhabitants encountered, really elevates the overall experience. If you've kept up, you would know that the only region left for me to discuss is the Moleville region, which takes that #1 spot. This region is set in the 3rd chapter of the adventure and introduces us to 5 distinct locations, being Moleville, Booster Pass, Booster Town, Booster Hill, and Marrymore. The storyline in this region is nothing short of epic. I even found myself so invested that I was unable to put this chapter down as the clock struck past midnight. Our journey begins in Moleville, a quaint mountain town inhabited by, you guessed it, moles. Within Moleville lies the coal mines, which is infested with monsters. The party embarks on a mission to rescue Dinah and Might from these mines. A head bump in a battle with Croco later, Mario obtains a bomb to delve deeper into the mines, leading to a confrontation with Punchinello and the acquisition of the 3rd star piece. At first, I was a little skeptical, thinking that this chapter might be dull as we already got the star piece relatively fast, but much more does await. The journey then takes us to Booster Pass, which is just a short road between Moleville and Booster Tower. It is a little bit short-lived there though. The pinnacle of this chapter does unfold in Booster Tower, which is Booster's ancestral home. Booster's character is just epic. His design and facial expressions remind me a lot of Wario, and I think he's my favourite character in this entire game. At the tower's base, Mario encounters Bowser without his troops, and Bowser then joins the party in search of Princess Peach, who is located at the top. Having Bowser in your party is just awesome. You then make your way through Booster's tower, where you learn that Booster plans on taking Peach as his bride. After going through many dangerous traps, wacky enemies, and seeing Booster navigate the tower on a miniature train, you eventually make your way to the balcony where Booster leads with Peach to Marrymore, leaving you to battle Knife Guy and Great Guy first. You then get to chase Booster up Booster Hill before arriving at Marrymore. This is a town renowned for its large chapel where couples come to get married. Booster, however, has taken over the chapel, interrupting the wedding of Raz and Rainy. The engaged shows that we met back in the Mushroom Kingdom region. The chapter then finishes with Peach joining a party in a battle against Chef Tor and his apprentice, during which their cake comes to life and attacks you for ruining the wedding. This chapter is teeming with so much life. Obtaining a star, 2 new party members, weird and epic characters, and just some awesome locations. Truly, this is such an exhilarating chapter. It's not only my favourite chapter in this game, but it's even up there with all the Mario RPG chapters. And with that, these were my rankings of Super Mario RPG's regions/chapters, I guess. As mentioned at the start, I honestly love all the chapters. But what are your rankings of all of these? Be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. This game is simply just full of so much life and I absolutely love it. I also really appreciate all the post-game stuff as well. If you enjoyed this video, it'd be much appreciated if you could leave a like and subscribe.
Thank you!
It honestly helps out the channel a lot. Finally, a massive shout out goes to all of our members. You are all absolute legends and you inspire me to always make the best possible content that I'm capable of. Until next time, take care and goodbye.